all the tests. I'm definitely going to California. I'm going to be a criminal lawyer. Of course, it all takes about 20 years.
We'll be dead by then.
And I believe in having a goal. I'll succeed.
Alright, what is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back, it's your boy Blue, and today we're on X-Plane 11. Welcome back, welcome to Blue Arrow. Check out the brand new, fresh new, matter of fact, I just finished this a few hours ago. The Bombardier CRJ200 Blue Arrow livery. Just finished making it. I've actually been working on this for a pretty long time. And then today I picked it back up. I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and finish this. It was a special occasion as well. But so, man, it has been a day. It has been a pretty crazy day for me. So let me really quick give you the real quick run up on what we got going on. So today's flight is going to be recorded by Simbuddy. You guys know I've done a lot of flights on Simbuddy. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in the air. But the real quick, summary is basically I restarted my airline completely. The original airline that I had on Simbuddy, titled Blue Arrow Global, is still there. It still exists, but it's using the custom airline feature, which means that we can't be like on the leaderboards because it's using the custom feature, where you pretty much make your own economy and all that. So it's not really fair to judge you versus other people who are not in your economy. So I wanted to make a new airline using Simbuddy's template that allows you to be on the leaderboard. Now you may not know what I'm talking about unless you already use Simbuddy. But this is for all my Simbuddy people real quick before we get started on today's flight. So if you're not in Simbuddy, just bear with me. We'll be starting to flight up here pretty soon. Just enjoy this beautiful livery right here. Rise above, November 116 Bravo. So started a new airline. I used the hardest template on Simbuddy, and that had us starting off with very little money, and so we could only afford like general aviation aircraft, like real cheap planes, and it was definitely hard. The hard template is not a joke. That is freaking exhausting. So anyways, long story short, our last time we've been together on Simbuddy, we were flying a Hawker 4000. And the Hawker 4000 was an amazing jet. I love flying it. I really enjoyed it. That was our newest aircraft in addition to our new Blue Arrow airline for Simbuddy. But then I ended up crashing it off stream, and that set us back about $200,000. And it took me like 20 flights just to make $200,000. So I was like, well, I'm the only one flying anyways. I didn't really have any other pilots flying with us and helping out. So I decided, you know what, nobody's here, we're just gonna start the heck over. So we're starting over now using the medium difficulty template for Simbuddy. If you want to use the hard difficulty, that is up to you. Good luck to you. But that's not what we're gonna be trying to do today. And so it gave us about $500 million to start off with. That is actually 500 million and 500 million is enough to buy a medium-sized airport, and 5 million is enough to buy this plane. So now we're broke. So Dad, now you're all caught up. Let's hop in the cockpit. Let's get started. Our first flight today is gonna have us flying from Palm Springs. We'll get you a real quick outside view of that. Palm Springs, California. Short hop over to Ontario. We'll probably fly via FAR. And I'll probably take the controls the entire way. Beautiful Palm Springs, one of my favorite airports to fly in and out of. I haven't been here in a while. I think the last time we flew to CRJ, we actually flew into Palm Springs. I do not remember. Yes, flying into CRJ. Blue Arrow livery using the BSS sound pack as well, so definitely enjoy the sounds as they come on. Aero Aviation VIP today. Yes, sir, we are broke as heck. Starlead is VIP today. Swiftlings is VIP. It's Eyz. Young Pete. Cool J. Wanna Step. And I give to Anders Sacratism, or however you say your name. Sorry if I said that completely wrong. Alright, battery on. And it has been a while since I've flown this. I feel like I say that every freaking stream, but it really has been a little bit of time since I have flown this. Seatbelt sound come on. We will turn on the... Who was that? Who was that? Thank you, American Ranger, for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. I'm gonna get the APU turned on. We got the battery on. We'll hit this switch here. That should open up the APU door. We'll wait for that to open up. And we'll see what we got going on. There it is. Door is open. And we'll hit the APU start switch. What's up, Harry? Good to see you, man. What's up, American Ranger? Thank you again for the sub. And somebody else tuned in on YouTube. Nidhall 2005. What's up, man? I'm sorry, Twitch. It was on Twitch. Welcome, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Alright, we gotta turn these things off. APU should be starting up. Oh, APU available, there we go. Actually, EGT's going down on APU, that's not good. I think I just killed it. Yeah, I killed it. Alright, now the APU door is closed. I failed to start the APU. Let's try that again. Alright, APU door should be opening now. What's up, Nathan, aka November 87 Uniform Papa? What's up, American Ranger? Yeah, man, you are free to fly with us on Infinite Flight anytime that we are flying Infinite Flight. And thank you very much, Nathan, on the props. We will go ahead and hit start on the APU now. Yeah, man, it's freaking livery, bro. It was a headache, I gotta say. I wish they would make an easier way to make liveries in X-Plane. Like, I wish there was an easier way, but there's just not. Like, all these pieces are so mixed up and jumbled up. There's just no easy way right now, at least that I know of. If you guys know of an easier way to make liveries, please let me know. Because this right here, which looks like a pretty simple livery, took me about, I would say, 2.5 hours, maybe even 3. All right, I think the APU is available, so I think we go ahead and turn the APU gen on. Sounds seem a little low. I believe I turned the APU gen on. We'll turn the nav lights on. I think I hear it turn it on. Yeah. The rest of our screens have come on. That means it's on. So let's go ahead and get our IRS aligned, because that's going to take a little while. To nav. And I'm kind of rushing through this because, I don't know, it's been a crazy day, and I'm ready to get moving. All right, so we are at Kilo Papa Sierra Papa. Put that there, position in it, and that should go ahead and start aligning our IRS. Our first stop today is going to be Ontario, which is only about 60 miles away, so it's pretty short for this plane. And from Ontario, we'll be returning back to Palm Springs, and then from Palm Springs, if we have time, we should. That's a real short flight. If we have time, we'll continue to Las Vegas, and we'll see where we're at there. And depending on, again, how much time we have when we get to Vegas, we may return back to Palm Springs in the end and return the plane back to home. All right, so performance in its thrust limiter. Wow, I think this is 95. It's been a while since I've done this. Departure. Let's see, what's our weather look like right now? Winds are 110. And I also have my charts. We're at the south of the airport, closer to 31 left. That's usually the runway we would use to take off, but the winds are actually in favor of the other side, but it's only 6 knots, so we'll go ahead and taxi to the other side. We'll take 13 right today for departure. Raven, I can see chat messages from Twitch and YouTube on both sides. I'm just kind of busy right now, so if you guys have questions or comments and I'm not responding to them, that's because I'm just trying to get the aircraft started up. As you guys know, most of you guys who usually, what's up? For you guys who watch a lot of my X-Plane videos, you know when I start Cold and Dark, it takes a bit of time to get this thing started and get my mind wrapped around everything. I think it's 13 right is what I said. Yes, 13 right, that's a longer runway, so we'll take 13 right. There will be no actual departure, so I'm just going to hit execute there, and then we'll go to flight plan again. I think I need to go to the next page. No, I don't. No, I think our first waypoint is going to be Alpha Hotel Lima Echo X-ray. Let's really hope we don't have any navigation data issues. Execute that. And we'll go to next page, and then we'll hop on the Victor 16 airway, which is a very short period of time, all the way to Papa Delta Zulu. And you can see right there the displays are turned on. That means our IRS are finished aligning. That was pretty quick. Hit execute, and then our final destination for our first leg will be Ontario. And execute. Dopeness. All right, cool. Flight plan is in. Another reason I'm kind of rushing through is because we have multiple flights that I would like to do today. All right, so checking real quick. Flight plan is ready. I move this around? Yes, I can. Let's go to... What's up, Harry? Good to see you, man. I think it's over here. No, okay, hold on. Like right now, I feel like I'm just running around. A lot of times you have to do when your head is just like all over the place. You just have to slow down and figure out what the heck you're doing. What's up, Harry? Thank you for the follow, man. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. If you guys are interested in this livery after this stream, I could I'll probably post it to my Google Drive, which will be a part of the Blue Arrow Discord. I have a bunch of liveries as well as a bunch of airports and scenery that you can download for free from there. Where? Oh, there's 3005. What we're looking for. Actually, 3006 is the current altimeter. Let's go ahead and hide that. We'll do our V speed since we're over here. And let's see, VT, I'll set that to like 151. And V1, we'll set that as like 110. I'm kind of making these numbers up. VR, we'll say 115. 116 works. And for V2, we'll set that as 120. Let's say 125. And nav source will be FMS. And there it is. All right, now we can see our flight plan right here. So first we started off at Alex, and then to bands, and then as filed. You probably can't hear it. I can just barely faintly hear it. But there's some pretty cool sounds happening in the background. What's going on, Dan? A3600? Yeah, something like that. 3600. Dana, 3600. Welcome to the stream. You can see my dog? Can you? He is back there. He was just crawling over there. If I think I'm gonna move this over, you could probably see him. There he is. That's like perfect. That is like perfect. He just laid down. He's been chilling downstairs all day. All right, cool. Flight plan's done. All other stuff looks to be as it needs to be. We can turn the air conditioner on. Actually, that's turning it off. Turn the pumps on. Cross feeds on. I don't hear any air. This is what's throwing me off right now. Is that the APU is supposed to be on, but I don't hear any air. We should be hearing air. These are our packs. Again, I haven't flown this in a while, so if you guys know better than me, you can let me know. It took me a while to create delivery. Air conditioning. If I click on it, it turns it off. The new start is basically restarting the Blue Arrow airline on Simbuddy. That's what the new start is. And the new livery is what you see outside. How long will I be streaming for? Maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. Okay, I don't hear any air and it's throwing me off. Oh, I think I need to turn these on, don't I? Maybe. I probably should have watched my own video last time I did this to remind myself how to start it. So let's just hope that it actually starts. All right, what's up, Gadgets? Good to see you, man. All right, so flight plan is set. It's ready. It's good. It's good to go. We will turn on our flight directors. That works for both sides. We're flying offline right now. Usually I would fly like on VATSIM or Pilot Edge or something, but I'm just not ready for it right now. That's the arm. We don't need those. I think we are good to go, guys. Let's go ahead and start these engines. I think what we need to do is turn the packs off. I wonder if the sounds are even working. APU shows that it is on. Let me check one more thing in my sound settings to make sure everything's coming through. So I can hear a faint sound, but I don't hear it very loud. I might have turned my sound down for X-Plane. Earlier I was doing some things. Let's see. Yes, that is what it was. Haha. I was like, there's no way this thing is this freaking quiet. Alright, so we got a sound working now. Now we can start. I'm like, why don't I hear freaking air? Okay, packs are off. We have bleed air. We have, yes, we have bleed air. APU is on. We can start with ignition A. I'll turn all the hydraulics on. Turn the beacon on. Actually, before we start the engines, we freaking forgot. We gotta shut the freaking door. Let's do that. There we go. And we gotta push back. I'm telling you, I am out of it today. I don't know what's wrong with me. That's not the right button. Not that.
There are 4 clearly marked exits on board this aircraft. There are 2 in the front of the cabin and 2 over the wings. Please take.
Alright, we will push back this way. And
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
What's up, Zorb? Cool. I see you. Thanks for supporting on Twitch and on YouTube. You can hear all the sounds now? I was so upset we couldn't hear any of the sounds. Alright, let's go ahead and call that pushback truck now.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Let's make sure our Simbuddy pilot or passengers are fastened, and they're good. We will go to the tub cab view. I think is, I don't know which way he goes. Well, guys, how are you doing? I don't know. I don't want to say I've been stressed out today. I don't know. It's just been a lot going on today, and I haven't been extremely focused.
Need any assistance?
That is freaking
Okay.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
Are closed. Ready to connect.
No problem, Star Games. I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. It is a CRJ 200. Yeah, same for me, Harry. For some people, Twitch is better, and for some people, YouTube is better. I don't know. Alright, release the parking brake, and we should start pushing back. Beacon lights are on, and we are ready to start engines. Had me feeling mad unconfident earlier. I was like, why is everything I'm doing not making any sound? Now you can hear the APU. Man, that sounds amazing. Listen to that. Thank you, Alpha Tango. What's up, Fortnite News? Good to see you. Thank you, guys. I worked pretty hard on this livery. Take a close look at it. I got my name on there. I think whenever I publish it for other people to use it, I'm gonna take the name off, so you can put your own name if you like. Why is there SAS chat? I don't know. X-Plane is stupid. I am not online. I mean, if any of you guys are hopping on VATSIM, I might get online, but I'm not online. Alright, let's start this engine up. I'm going to turn the sounds up and I'm going to be quiet because this is going to sound so good. We'll start with engine number 2 as usual. Alright guys, turn your earphones up.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Alright, parking brake.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Alright, starting engine number 2. Waiting for 15%. And 2, there it is. Get this right there. Where is my button? I have a camera for this moment. There it is. That is loud.
Has been removed. Hand signal
that
will
is
be
loud.
on the left. We'll see you next time.
That is so
Have
loud.
a safe flight.
Hugh Simpson, what add-ons am I using? I think all of them are listed below, except for one I just thought of. The sound pack is not in the description yet, but I will make sure to add that. Let's go ahead and start engine number 1. I have a camera, there it is. I use Photoshop to make my liveries. What's up, Gio? Maybe someday. I usually make liveries for planes that I fly a lot, and because I'm starting a new airline over again with Blue Arrow on Simbuddy, I know I'm going to be flying a CRJ a lot, and so I've been wanting to make one for the CRJ anyways. It's been a work in progress for a while. Alright, we have 2 good engines, it looks like. Waiting for that to cut off. We need to turn the generators on. So, Gen 2. First flight is going to Ontario. Super short flight. Matter of fact, when we get there, I'm not even going to shut the engines off. We're going to pull over to the ramp and we'll file our next flight. And then we're going to get out of here. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do this. What up, Jonas? Good to see you, man. GL says he calls the jump seat. Alright, push truck is gone. Where is the hand signal gonna be? I don't see the guy out there. I think he left. Yep. Alright, flaps down. If you want to join Blue Arrow, you have to join through, I don't have a Discord link right now. I need to get one, actually. Before I post it, though, there's a thing about it. So, Blue Arrow is for, like, either FS Economy or Simbuddy. So, if you're not with either of those, then there's not really... Uh-oh, what's going on? There's not really a reason for you to join. I mean, we still talk about aviation stuff. We just won't be flying anything else. But X-Plane, P3D, stuff like that. So Blue Arrow originates from FS Economy, where we fly a lot of General Aviation. So if you're into that, we have a ton of FBOs that we're doing operations in Southern California. And hold on, guys, I'm just getting this last engine started up. I think it's good now. And there's generator 1. But if you want to join Blue Arrow, you can join either through FS Economy or you can join through Simbuddy. Just search Blue Arrow on Simbuddy or search Blue Arrow Charters on FS Economy. I will, once we get airborne, if we get time, remind me before the stream is over with to post the Blue Arrow official Discord. I have 2 separate Discords. I have one for Blue Games, which is like all my games, and then I have Blue Arrow, which is specifically for airline operations. We're ready to go. I'm gonna hit nav mode here. It says APU gen is on, so we can turn the APU off. And I'm gonna release parking brake, and we're gonna start rolling. Appreciate those sounds. Man, I love Palm Springs. Look at those mountains up there, bro. It looks amazing. Sadly, we're actually on the X-Plane 11 default scenery for Palm Springs, but I am using Ortho 4XP. So what I mean by that, as you ignore the SAS and Austrian Airlines that should never show up here, and Air Canada, the 3D objects and like the runways, the textures like that, that is all default X-Plane. But what you see underneath that, like the actual like photo imagery, that is not default X-Plane. That is something that I installed myself with using Ortho 4XP. Alright, we're gonna make a left here. We taxi to the other side of the runway. Winds are in favor of runway 13 right here in Palm Springs today. Pretty nice day. Only got 6 knots of wind. It's pretty clear outside. We got our flight, our co-pilot. I'm gonna call him Roberto. He looks pretty Hispanic to me. Sounds are very nice. Yes, they are. Again, the sounds in this that we're listening to does not come with the original. Like, I have so many add-ons going on right now. Again, look at the description, but the ones that I did not mention in the description are the sound pack that I'm using for the CRJ, which is by Blue Star Sky. Wait till you hear us go freaking full throttle with this baby. Roberto, yes sir, that's his name. Let's do a real quick check before we get off the ground. APU is off. We can just turn the ignition switch off now. Altitude, we need to set altitude. I'm only gonna go up to maybe 3,000. We're gonna do 2,500. We're gonna do VFR altitude, which I don't know if you'd actually ever fly VFR in a CRJ. Because this flight is so short, we're only gonna go up to 2,500 feet, which is very low, and I probably won't go any faster than about 225 knots. At least that is the plan. There we go. Alright, that is set. Roberto Sanchez, I like it. I like it. You like it? Yeah, he likes it. He says C. C. Alright, over here. Is this our exit? This is our exit. Alright, November 116 Bravo taking off. Runway 13 right, Palm Springs. The aircraft name is CRJ 200 by Jay Rollin is the developer of this. Thank you. Who was that? Let's see. Thank you, Ite Colt, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. And we're ready to roll, people. Get lined up. Don't you guys love my taxi? It's so original. Alright, let's give it some throttle. I'm gonna do left traffic here because there's mountains on the left, on the right side. Make sure you got earphones on. And V1. Oh my god, horrible timing. Jesus, I'm sorry. Gear up. I think somebody's here. I might have to go get the door. We have to pause. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Jesus. Shut the heck up. Where's my thingy? All right, I'm back. Wait, am I? Check, check, check. Why am I not back? How come I can't hear anything? Oh, okay. Maybe you can hear me, but I can't hear myself. There I am. Now I can hear myself. Okay. You guys like my guard dog? Okay. Make sure I got everything. Okay, cool. We're back. Alright, we're gonna bank to the left. Watch our speed. Flaps up. Again, we're only going to 2,500. And we're coming up on that now. I'm probably gonna fly this thing by hand. It's been a while since I've flown it. I want to get reacquainted with it. So I'm okay with maybe doing some hand flying for a while. Or pretty much probably this whole first flight. Most of it at least will probably be mostly hand flying. I know the dog was my rotate warning. It freaking freaked me out. I was expecting to hear like rotate or whatever, and then I just hear the dog just barking like his heart out. So the same people, if you watched the stream yesterday, the same guy who came yesterday. It came again. They had to finish up the work they did yesterday. So, yeah, that happened. I love it out here. Look at these beautiful houses. That sounds like turbulence. Alright, so we're on basically flying the we're gonna exit the pattern from the left downwind. Our bank angle is fine, actually. Alright, I think we're getting a little high. We're alright. You good, Roberto? Yeah, he's good. Trying to get used to my buttons. I remapped a bunch of buttons. And now there's lots of sounds outside. Yay. You know what's crazy? And this is why I was in such like a hurry to get streaming today, because the day has just been crazy. And I always talk about being in a streaming environment and all that kind of stuff. But all day, it's afternoon now. All day I've been here by myself. It's been quiet. The dog has been asleep. Nobody's been doing nothing nowhere. And as soon as I decide to stream, you know, everybody wants to hit me up. I start getting phone calls, knocking on the door, all that kind of stuff. Say goodbye to Palm Springs for now. So I'm pretty familiar with this area, so I'm pretty confident in flying VFR, but we do have the map down there for backup in case we need it. There's Alex right there. We should be good at 2,500. The mountains are up pretty high to the left and right. We'll be flying right in between the mountains, so we shouldn't have a problem. But look at those, jeez. A little higher than we planned, and a whole lot faster actually. I didn't realize I was going 280 knots. But 3,000 might be fine. GL, we're headed to Ontario right now. It's a real short flight. It's only like 60 miles or something like that, and that's why I'm just flying it by hand. Yeah, 60.7 miles is what we're planned. And part of the reason that I'm speaking is because I can't see this. That's why I have to click on it to even see it. And we're at 4,000. We're okay. As long as we don't go above like 6,000, we're fine. That's the great part about flying VFR. And I might turn autopilot on just so that I can actually see the plane. Oh yeah, sweet view for sure. I'm looking out the side more. I'm looking out the front. You're gonna make some homework? Alright. Whatever you say. Yeah, had some beautiful scenery out here, man. It's gorgeous. In the chaos, I lost my playback headphones so that I could hear the stream. Can you guys hear me all right still? Is the game too loud? I can turn it down if I need to. Yes, we're at 4,000 feet now. Perfect, thank you, Cash Patterson. I'm going to sync up my heading bug to our current direction and maybe turn autopilot on, just so that we can kind of relax and look at the view for a little bit. Yeah, I will turn it down a little bit. It's just the same loop sound over and over for a while until we change throttle input. There's a small airport just over those mountains to the right of us, which I believe is to the north. And there's an airport, another really cool airport that I love flying to and from. It's called Big Bear. The ICAO is L35. Definitely recommend you guys to try it out in whatever game you're in. Yeah, that sounds a lot better now. Yeah, I'm gonna get some screenshots. I need some screenshots in this new in our new livery. So I'm definitely gonna get some. Sounds are freaking amazing, man. People always wonder, why do you fly in California so much? This is why. Look at my freaking scenery. How are we doing on speed? We're still fast. Alright, you can see up ahead of us on the map. Ooh, look at that turbulence that just hit us. We'll pass PDZ and then Ontario will be on our right wing. We'll land at Ontario in a right pattern. We'll arrive at Ontario in a right pattern. And the runway will be landing at, let me take a look at my chart really quickly if it loads. I guess it's taking too long. Alright, there it is. Ontario. Alright, we'll land runway 8 right. Or we'll do 8 left. No, we'll do 8 right. We'll land 8 right. There will be no infinite flight today, guys. I did infinite flight yesterday. And I cannot tell you when the next stream is because I do not know. I was not expecting to be able to stream today, so I surprised myself. Forgot about the packs. What's up, Flaming Delta? Good to see you, man. I'm doing well. How are you? Abandoned channel, welcome back. Good to see you as well. Alright, we're almost there. We should be able to see it pretty soon. How do you enable multiplayer on what? On what game are you referring to? I'm doing well, thank you Infinite Flight 101 for asking. X-Plane 11, there are a few ways to get multiplayer. I'm currently not using any of them, but I usually, when I fly multiplayer. If you want to get multiplayer on X-Plane 11, you have to use VATSIM. So search VATSIM, V-A-T-S-I-M. I think that's Ontario right there. No, it's not. V-A-T-S-I-M, VATSIM. Or you can use a paid service called Pilot Edge. It's not very cheap either. A lot of people are intimidated by it because it's like the most realistic multiplayer you're gonna get. But that's if you want air traffic control. There's a few other ways to do multiplayer on X-Plane that don't require ATC at all if you're not into the whole ATC side of multiplayer. Personally, I am. I think Ontario, if I remember correctly, that mountain over there, just over there, it should be right in front of it. Yeah, that's about right. And we're still fast as heck. What's up, Gamer Reacts? Good to see you, man. Oh yeah, that wing view is sexy. Look at that. That wing view is real nice. I am definitely doing a horrible job of staying under 250 knots. I forgot how quick this little thing is. This is the CRJ 200. CRJ 200 bundled with the BSS sound pack. Now I will say this, the original sounds of the CRJ are not horrible. Alright, like they're not bad. Like not very many like payware add-ons have horrible sounds. Some of them do though. But this one doesn't have horrible sounds. But the BSS sound pack that you add on to the CRJ is so worth it. So worth it. It's so worth it even to say, for me, in my personal opinion, I would say don't get it if you're not planning on getting the sound pack with it. Alright, I think it is time. We are on crossing PDZ now. Did I change my room? No, my room is the same. My camera is rotated more than it should be. So you're seeing more than you should see. That is all. But no, I didn't change anything. Nope. Alright, landing lights should already be on because we didn't go very high. Strobe lights should have been on a long time ago. Everything else looks good to me. So if we were to continue straight from here, we would actually eventually end up in Los Angeles. But we're not going there today. I thought about it. But if we get, we should be good. We should be good to make our third flight actually, because after we land in Ontario, we're gonna go ahead and pick up some more passengers and head over to back to Palm Springs. We'll return to Palm Springs, and then from Palm Springs again, if we have time, we should. So again, these are two extremely short flights we've done already. We should have time to fly to Las Vegas, which is about 100-something miles, like 150, I think. And again, the CRJ will probably take us maybe 30 minutes. Or maybe less than that. Alright, there's Ontario right there. I can just barely see it passing by our window. And we are at 6,000 feet. We'll go ahead and start losing some altitude and some speed, as we are on a right downwind right now. So throttle's coming back to idle. Gonna arm our spoilers. And we'll switch this to electrics. What's up, it's Scissors fan. I am on X-Plane 11 right now. X-Plane 11. And we're about to land in Ontario. Once we lose some altitude and some speed. I rarely fly full flights, or I rarely hand fly full flights, but today's an exception since it's such a short flight. Such a clear day too, man. I was not expecting it to be so clear. I know, right? Need those sunglasses. The cool thing about the CRJ actually is to have this thing over here. We can actually move this up ahead of us and use that as a sunshade thing. Doesn't really matter in in the sim world because I mean, I don't know, it's not that sunny. The glare doesn't really bother you in the sim. All right, let's go ahead and turn our right base. And we're at 220. We should lose some more speed here. 3,000 feet. I do not know. Again, I don't. I said yesterday I'll try to do the Friday night flight this week, but I can't make any promises. Again, I wasn't expecting to stream today, so. Yeah, local time right now is only 2:23 p.m. Oh, it's real early in the afternoon. All right, we're on a right base. I also have to remember that the CRJ can take a while to lose speed. Let's see, what is the elevation of Ontario? That's something that's kind of important. Looks like it's gonna be 932 feet will be the elevation of the field. I'm gonna do a first setting on the flaps. Listen how quiet it is when I'm on idle. When my throttle set to idle. Alright, let's take a look out in the distance. We should be able to start seeing Ontario here pretty soon. Let me know if you see it. I think that's it right there. Yeah, that's gotta be it right there. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so 8 left is what we're looking for. Flaps uno, yes sir, flaps uno. What's up, Aviation Channel? Good to see you, man. Just saw your comment. Man, it's so quiet. I love it. And we're at 2,000 feet. Field elevation is just under 1,000, so that puts us about 1,000 feet now. Land lights are on. We have not put the gear down just yet. I'm about to put the gear down. We're only like maybe. How far are we actually? Alright, we're just over 5 miles away. I know, right? Dog barks when the plane lands. That would be hilarious. Alright, flaps 2. Put a little bit more throttle back in. Getting a little bit slow. Actually, a lot slow. Alright, this will be my first landing in the CRJ in a very long time. That is my disclaimer. Oh, we turned too early. I thought that was the airport. I feel like in real life flying, I feel like this would be my honest issue. I've always wondered about that. I mean, I know you have other ways to know where the airport is using the controls and screens and all that stuff inside your aircraft. Radios, navigation equipment, all that. But when you're doing VFR flying, when you're flying completely visual, I always wonder, like, would I have an issue finding the airport? I'm gonna go flaps down. Oops, that's not the flap button. This is the flap button. Alright, there it is. Flaps 3, and I'm gonna do a pretty steep bank here. And flaps full. Adding power. We are on a 3-mile final. Let's see how we can do. A little low. Don't you start barking. Don't you start barking. Beautiful. We're right at like 120 knots, I think. reversers. Let's see what our landing was that time. That was a 231 feet per minute landing. Alright, do some manual braking, see if we can get this next exit. Pull the throttle back, reversers are off. We will make a right, no, we're gonna make a left turn. Wait, didn't I say I want to land a 1-8 left? Or 8 right? I just realized that. I'm gonna make a left turn here. We're actually gonna circle back to the whole short line again, and we'll take off on the same runway we landed on. And I'm gonna go ahead and get the next flight set up to fly back to Palm Springs. Yeah, I believe that landing was 200 and something feet per minute. Yeah, 231 feet per minute. Matter of fact, what we'll do is I will, and hopefully it doesn't crash anything. While I'm setting up for the new flight, 'cause I gotta do some things in Simbuddy, I will let you guys watch the replay. That'll make time go a bit faster. I put the landing. Well, hold on. Let's let the flaps up. Welcome to Ontario. Like the taxi back is always the longest. I don't know why that they have that. One sound I don't like is the wheel sound. I feel like it's too much rumbling. Like it kind of sounds like I have a flat tire. One thing I can do, I think, while we're rolling, is go ahead and set my flight plan up for the next flight. We'll do. I want to return. I don't know if there's an option to just like do a return flight, so I'll go to, I think it's no, not direct. Flight plan, index, position, inits. Flight plan will change Palm Springs to Ontario. And then fly back to KPSP. Hopefully it doesn't make me realign the IRS. That would suck. And execute. Dang it, man. No. What's up, Flare Force 1? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. KPSP. And then basically the exact same thing backwards. Exact same flight plan backwards, what we're gonna do. So we'll start off at PDX, which we don't really even need to fly to be honest. But I'll put it in there for reference. We'll probably fly it by hand again. So PDZ, I'm sorry. Papa Delta Zulu. Uh-oh, that's not VIA, my bad. My bad, I was wrong. Let me invalid. Papa Delta Zulu to, alright, execute. Heck yeah. Next page. Victor 16 Airway. To Alex Alpha Hotel Lima Echo X-ray to Palm Springs. Execute there. Flight plan, and we flew like 6,500, you could say. We'll fly 5,500 way back. That'll be the correct altitude for our direction of flight. Departure in Palm Springs, not gonna. Departure in Ontario, won't worry about. Everything else is good. So I should see that now down here. And there's the end of the runway. Firebird, aka Phoenix 1168. That is very relative. Or not relative, that is very, yeah. About right. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're gonna hold short here. Put the parking brake. Change our altitude to 5,500. And we will offload the passengers for Simbuddy. And let that do it. And once that finishes, we can watch the replay. And I got to get the flight ready for the return flight back to Palm Springs. What's up, FO Marquise? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. I mean, we could get on VATSIM for the return one, but it's not really, it doesn't matter. There's no ATC and nobody's online. Alright, that flight has been complete. So what we have to do is actually reopen Simbuddy. And you can't see this on you guys' screen. It's on my other screen. While I'm doing that, go watch the replay. Here she is. Let's go. Pause. Gotta set this up. We touched down pretty far down the runway. Something like that works. Yeah, we bounced a bit too. It really wasn't that it was a hard landing, no. We just bounced it. I don't see it again. Yeah, it bounced it. Listen to those after there's reverses. Alright, I see another view. I'm almost ready. We'll do this one. Man, I love that wing view. Alright, what else? Yeah, we gotta watch. I know I got a belly cam. I'm not doing a Fallout stream today, not planning on it. Dang it, man, where is it? Nope, 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 nope. I think it's this one. That works, whatever. Alright, it's last view and we got takeoff. We gotta get moving. Greetings from Jamaica. What's up, man? I don't know why it looks like my reversers are already out, but they definitely were not out. I think that's that bug. Yeah, it's the bug again on the replay. You can see here we touched down on the right. That's why we bounced it, because I kind of went over to the right wheel. I think if we hadn't gone to that right wheel, it wouldn't have bounced. Maybe. Alright, we're good. Let's return. I'm gonna turn off replay mode and hope it doesn't crash. Yeah, my engine's all messed up. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this is why I usually don't do like replay mode in the middle of streams or in the middle of flights, or mainly the reason I only do one flight, usually a stream. But hopefully everything is good. Our GPS is set up. We are ready to go. All I gotta do is open Simbuddy up once more and get that the 50 passengers. I think we have 50 passengers loaded, and about 600 kilograms of cargo.
Somebody is connected.
I feel like I've restarted my airline a few times now, and what I'm learning, and this is the reason we're doing such short flights. But if you ever fly Simbuddy, you'll know that it's better in the beginning to do short hops, short flights, and so you can get your reputation up. Hold on. And there we go. All right, we're ready to go. All right, let's see. Somebody is on. We'll load the passengers. What's up, British? Good to see you. Trains and planes. Hello from San Francisco. Glad you're able to make it. Welcome aboard. Alright, if you just joined us, we're sitting here holding short runway 08 left at Ontario International. We're gonna be heading back for a return flight to Palm Springs, and depending on what time it is when we get there and how things go, we will continue on to Las Vegas for our final destination. And I think that's probably where we're gonna have to cut it. Alright, passengers are loaded. Seatbelt signs or seatbelts on, and I am ready to go. Our lights are all on. They should be. I'll check our overhead panel just in case replay mode messed anything up, but we seem to be all good in the hood right now. Alright, we're gonna set our flaps for takeoff. Be flaps 1. Get comfortable. Once again, I'll probably fly the majority of this flight again by hand. The weather is nice. Perfect day for a VFR flight in SoCal. The sounds are all messed up. It thinks I just landed. What's up, Phenomenal? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Jake Phenomenal. V1 Woof. You guys are not gonna let me forget that, are you? The sounds are all out of sync. I don't know if it's made to do multiple flights. I'm way too it because what it does, the strobe light actually activates that sound. So I'm gonna hit it again and see. Yeah, no, so it's still out of sync. That's all good. Alright, guys, we're clear to take off. I'm not gonna lie, when I rotated I was a little paranoid that the dog was gonna bark. I really was. Alright, pulling the power back. We're climbing out looking for 5,500. Flaps up. Mountains are on the right. Our first waypoint is on the sorry, mountains on the left. First waypoint is on the right. Yes, sir, Phenomenal. This is the CRJ 200 by J. Rollin. Watch our speed. Don't worry, guys, the bank angle is good for less than 30 degrees. Our first waypoint will be over here, actually just ahead of us now. What's up, Javier Johnson? Good to see you, man. Welcome back. And we'll hit nav. Actually, we're already on nav, so we're actually we can follow the flight director. We'll intercept that little path right there. Yeah, speed is right at 250 knots. So we're gonna pull the power back. Matter of fact, we could just nose up, and that will help lose some altitude or lose some speed. So I want to keep our speeder right around 250 knots because we're not planning on going above 10,000 in this flight. Pretty smooth and clear skies. Earlier we did hit a little bit of turbulence on the way here, so we might see that again since we are flying the exact same route in reverse. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and set the autopilot on so that we can take some views, take some screenshots and stuff. So I want to hit speed. Autopilot engage. Uh-oh. Oh, yaw damper needs to be on. Where is that? Where is the yaw damper? Down here. I can't remember where the yaw damper is. Oh, there it is. There we go. Yeah, the yaw damper has to be on before you can start the autopilot. Most of the time. In most planes. Alright, so it's descending down to 5,500 and it's lowering our speed down to try to catch 250 knots. But there's not really an auto throttle in the CRJ. You kind of have to do it yourself. So you climb using speed mode. So the more throttle you add, kind of like the more pitch it'll add as well to maintain the speed that you have selected or pre-selected. So once you get to cruise like we are right now, you need to throttle back until you get to the speed that you want to be at. So instead of 250, I'll just give us like a visual reference, and we'll just try to maintain that speed with the throttle. But there is no auto throttle in this thing, so don't be looking for it if you buy it. And outside we go. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Do you guys still see me? 'Cause I'm not looking at myself. Let's see if I have a custom. There we go. Look, no hands. So on our return back to Palm Springs, we'll be expecting to land at runway 13 right. That's the same one we took off on. And we'll probably take off there again. What's up, Flightness? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome aboard. So we're headed to Palm Springs now, and then Las Vegas after that. Thank you so much, Nathan. Greatly appreciate that, man. Yeah, man, the hardest part of making this livery was the tail part, was this section here. And that's always a struggle for me in every livery, is the tail section. Because usually the fuselage section of the tail is separate than the vertical stabilizer and everything else, so it makes it very difficult to try to line up. What makes it even more difficult is that even if you copy and paste like what's on the bottom of the fuselage and move it to the other part, they're different sizes. They're like skewed. It's really freaking weird. It reminded me of why I had not finished this sooner. Harry, I live in Texas, and I started to think, because I've been working a lot on airport scenery lately. And I was like, do I like airport scenery making or do I like livery making more? And I think I like airport scenery better. I mean, even though I understand it probably equally, I still think I like it better. Good question, Dewey. You're new to flight sim, but what is easier to land, in my opinion? The commercial jets, private jets, or fighter jets? On X-Plane, in my opinion, fighter jets are definitely the hardest one to land. In my opinion, because they're a lot more twitchy. At least the fighter jets in X-Plane, they're a lot more twitchy. Now I think that's it's tough, because pretty much private jets and airliners can mostly land themselves. Is this livery gonna be paid? No, this is gonna be a free livery for everyone to have once I get it up on my Google Drive. But man, it's tough to say which one is which. Usually the private jets that I fly are like the Challenger, the Hawker 4000, Cessna Citation, versus airliners I fly are like the 737, the A320. I don't know, honestly, neither are harder than the other. As long as you know your landing speeds and you know the limits of that aircraft, they're the same. So I can't really say which is easier to land, a private jet or an airliner, because the systems are just as complicated, and the principle is the same. The biggest difference between like a commercial jet and a private jet is the size. Like, if you think it's harder to land a commercial jet because it's just less runway for you, that could be an issue. But for private jets, a lot of times private jets fly into a lot more difficult areas as well. You'll fly a private jet into an airport that you'll never fly a airliner to, and so that can be one of the reasons that landing a private jet could be tougher. Cessna is a great fighter jet. Yes, I agree. Harry, I use Photoshop to make my liveries. Basically, like with the CRJ online or somewhere, I don't know where I got it, but there's a template for the livery itself, or to make liveries in general for the aircraft. And a lot of the add-on aircraft come with some type of paint kit or template for you to use. And so I have my own logo already that I've already designed. I've made a ton of liveries before, so I already have a concept that I'm going to use. I just basically need to place it on the aircraft. And the hardest part is just lining everything up and making it look good. Wow, you can butter the F-18, but you have trouble landing a 737-700. Yeah, I'm the opposite way. At least on X-Plane. If I fly a fighter jet on DCS World, I can, you know, smooth landing easy. Because I'm used to the flight dynamics of that. But on X-Plane, I don't know, it's just something weird about something that makes it pretty difficult for me to land all the fighter jets. And I have a lot of fighter jets actually on X-Plane. I have F-18, they're all uninstalled now, but I have a lot of fighter jets. I have the F-18, I have the F-35, I have the F-16, and I have something else that I can't remember. But these are all good questions. I was going to turn autopilot off, and we're going to hand fly this the rest of the way, because autopilot is bringing us pretty close to those mountains, and we want to stay low. Yeah, man, the reflections definitely make the textures look so good. Alright, let's see, what is this waypoint ahead of us? Once we get around this mountain, we'll be on final into Palm Springs. And we'll be doing the visual approach, runway 13 right. There is an RNAV for it, we won't be really paying attention to that. Airport elevation at Palm Springs is 476 feet. So we'll maintain our altitude as of now. That's a funny question. How much money should I donate? I don't know. I can't tell you that. Gamer Z, we're landing pretty soon actually. Once we get around this mountain, we'll be seeing Palm Springs off of our nose over there. What's our speed? That's what I need to know. Alright, we're fast. I'm gonna go straight to idle, because it takes this thing a while to slow down. I'm gonna try not to use spoilers. Thousands. What you could donate is donate enough money for me to get my pilot license. That would be a good donation. Bro, I would love you for life. Do I fly to Nashville any? Not in a while, but I do like flying in that area. Most people usually donate through Super Chat, but you could also donate through Streamlabs or PayPal or whatever's easiest for you, honestly. Speaking of donating, thank you for the donation, Dylan. Appreciate it, bro. Make sure everybody says thank you to Dylan for the donation, man. Greatly appreciate that, my friend. You guys help me keep the channel going. Yep, that's Palm Springs right there. I have visual of it. I'll be landing on the right side runway. I will go ahead and put the spoilers out. Oh my god, look at that view. Why haven't we been on this view earlier? That is freaking beautiful. Oh, that's true. That's true, Raven. You could also donate through Twitch with the bits system. I don't know if it's much of a difference. They both go straight into my account, so same place. I don't know if they take any money out. I think Twitch actually does. The thing that they use takes a little bit out, but I think YouTube is the same way. Trying to get our speed down. I do have visual of the airport. Thank you, Brandon Span, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Aeroid family. We're probably going to try to speed through the process on this landing here, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I will probably watch the replay again, but I want to hurry up and get in the air because we have a little bit longer of a flight going to Las Vegas. It's not long. It's just longer than our first flight. All right, I'm going to go, how far are we? We are 5 miles out. I'm going to go flaps down. They take out a small little bit every bit you get. My current job is I am a graphic designer and web designer. But yes, I would love to be a real pilot one day. Probably only like a private pilot, or no, I shouldn't say private pilot. I would like to do flight commercially, But like when I say private, I mean like for a private airline, like not for like a big airline. Is not really what my goal is, mainly because of the lifestyle. Alright, flaps down, put the spoilers away. Flaps are full, gear is down, 3 green. But I think I would be more accustomed to the private pilot life, or I should say charter pilot life. Alright, let's get some throttle in. We're getting a little too slow. Also, guys, make sure you check out November 87 Uniform Papa's Twitch channel. He's I haven't like formally announced this yet, but he's kind of a new partner of Blue Games now. So he's been putting up some really good quality streams. He just became a Twitch affiliate, so congrats to him. We've been working together for a while. We haven't been doing streams together or anything like that, but we've been working together for a while with FS Economy and some other things. And definitely love his heart, his spirit. I asked him to become a partner. So you'll be seeing me posting him on Discord and hosting him on Twitch. Alright, let's get this thing on the ground safely. Oh, that's gonna be rough. Yeah, that was rough. Jesus, that was rough. Wow, my reverses came out automatically. That is what it is. I forgot it did that. I completely forgot. Alright. That was really rough. They did not like that. That was a I don't even want to say at what feet per minute that landing was. Thankfully, we hopefully have one more landing. I have one more chance to get this right. I'm not even gonna watch that back. I don't think. Maybe we should. I don't want to watch it back. Yeah, gear is definitely damaged. This brand new CRJ, we've already damaged with the freaking gear. The teeth are gone. That was a nail biter right there. Wings are still intact. Other one. There we go. Alright. Flaps up. Man, it's a freaking beautiful day here. I've been flying in the crappy weather lately, and it's nice to see some clear skies. I've been flying up in Canada in a King Air. Flying up in oh, that's the wrong way. I've been flying up in, what was that, Alaska, Washington. It's been snowing. Yep, that was definitely a vegan landing right there. I guess we'll watch it back, yeah. I guess I owe you guys that. We'll definitely watch it back. Alright, so we're gonna do the same thing we did last time. We're gonna pull up to, we're just gonna taxi back around to the whole short line. Because we're gonna be departing here again once I get the next flight set up. So again, guys, I'm using Simbuddy. So this is my first 3 flights in the new airline for Simbuddy. The airline is titled Blue Arrow, and this is our one and only plane, so we definitely don't want to crash it. We have a lot of money. We need to. Our next goal for Simbuddy is to make, I think it's like $25 million, which is a lot of money. Maybe you guys could help me with that if you guys decide to fly for us and with us. We need to make $25 million so that we can buy a new either 737 or A320, and we'll decide once we get the funds to do so. And I'll probably talk with the rest of my pilots and see what they would prefer, whether they would rather fly the Boeing 737 or the A320 before we spend that 25 mil. But this is the start of things. We're starting all over again. New livery, new airline, new plane. I hit the brakes there. Yeah, I don't know how fast we were taxiing. And we will unload the passengers if it lets me. There we go. We'll offload them. I'll get the next flight ready. It's gonna take probably like a few seconds for the passengers to unload or offload. And our next stop will be Las Vegas. Yeah, I heard about the Southwest incident. Were they hydroplane or something like that? Was pretty crazy. What's up, Harry? Thank you for the donation. Wow, I said that at perfect timing. It came up a little bit late. Thank you for the super chat donation, bro. Greatly appreciate you supporting the royal family, my friend. Greatly appreciate that, guys. As long as it's on 35 Gs, we're good. Oh, it's funny. Alright, let's go ahead and X out of that. Yeah, I think so. Our landing, I didn't mention this. So our feet per minute for the landing was like 560 or something like that. Yeah, 560 was our landing feet per minute. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and watch the replay. Uh-oh, too far. Too far. We are. We're gonna speed up. And right there, okay. Thank you, Aspiring Balls, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal Fam. Watch it from right here. And while that's playing, I will get the next flight ready. One thing I wish that Simbuddy would do is allow you to have like multiple flights so you don't have to keep going in and out of the app. That looks freaking hot though. Look at. Oh no, no, no! I changed the view. Go back. That's not what I wanted you to do. I'll go right there. Alright, there we go. Come out a little bit. Oh, dang it. That's what I did last time. Darn quick keys. Hold up, hold up, hold up. No, reverses actually did not activate before touching down. So what happened? There's a bug in this version of the CRJ, and I don't know why they haven't fixed it. Maybe they have, and I just haven't downloaded it. There's a bug where when you go into replay mode, it leaves the reversers on. I don't know why it does it, but it doesn't. So reversers are actually not on. So ignore the fact that the reversers are on in the replay because they were not on. You were there, you know. Look at that bounce. Man, we bounced like 10 feet. That's a freaking basketball height. Basketball goal height. That is hilarious. Can we see that again? Can we get an instant replay? Same view. I want to see how big that bounce was. That was crazy. Jeez. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Do it in slow-mo? I don't know. Yeah, we could. We could do it in slow-mo. I'm getting a new flight plan from Simbrief right now. Wow, look, yeah, definitely broke the gear. It completely retracted. Alright, see you, Nathan. Thanks for stopping by, bro. I know, right, Taylor? You got here just in time to see us bounce. Alright, let's change the view up. I'm almost ready. We'll watch it from the the cringing right wing. At least you get a nice view before you crash to the fall into a controlled crash. That landing gave me chills. In a bad way. All right. Whew. That's enough replays. Alright, let's get the flight set up for the next flight. Ryanair, is this you? Alright, so next flight we will be cruising at 17,000 feet. Turn the strobe lights off. I never turned those on either, did I? Thank you, Mr. Jingles, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. You guys ready to do one more flight today? We're gonna go down and let's see, go to Ontario. We're taking off from Palm Springs, head to Las Vegas. Should be probably around like a 40-minute flight. Real short. Why'd you do that? A, P. And our first waypoint is going to be the Palm Springs VOR. And then we'll hop on to the Victor 370. And then we'll cross over 29 Palms, Tango, November, Papa. Be mostly desert on this flight. And we're flying the ACpt43 arrival into Las Vegas. And let's see if this thing actually flies it correctly. We have the ACpt43. And TNP is going to be our transition. Execute. Run away. Let's see what the weather looks like over there. Weather is 122. Get my chart up for that also. Looking for Las Vegas. That's actually not Las Vegas right there. That is something else. What's up, Wildcat Gaming? Good to see you, man. Owen, also good to see you, man. I'm doing good. How are you? Gonzalo, maybe someday they'll add live controls, but in the far future. Sorry, I had to get my Las Vegas. All right, there we go. This is Las Vegas. We'll switch to day mode. Winds are 122, something like that. So we'll land on runway 1. Technically, the winds are in favor of these over here. But we're gonna land over here instead. We'll take 26 right. No, we'll take 26 left, and we'll take the ILS 26 left. That's what we're expecting. If that's a thing. I think on here it's wrong. It actually says 25 instead of 26. So do ILS 25 left. And transition on the approach. Or ILS 26 left is gonna be let's do Preno. Yeah, Preno. And execute. Take a look at our flight plan. Make sure everything looks good here. We'll zoom out. Go to legs. Oh, we do have a discontinuity. That's not good. Let's go ahead and delete that. Switch to, there we go, plan mode. And now that should let me walk through my flight plan in some way. How do I do that again? I don't know, everything looks good. I'll switch back to our normal mode we had, and we'll zoom it out to like 10 miles, 20 miles. There we go. Nav source should already be set to FMS. Yes, it is. Flight plan is done. Performance in it, all that stuff has already been done the first time we start the plane up. This is our third flight now, I think. So we shouldn't have to do that again. Radios is set to 1220. Transponder is 2200. And departure is good. Direct all that is good. All right, cool. We're good with that. We'll shut that off. B-speed's already plugged in. We'll set takeoff flaps. Let me finish up getting Simbuddy set up. What's with the windows? What do you mean, what's with the windows? What does that even mean? We should have enough fuel. Let's check on that. We have done 2 flights already, and we haven't refilled even once. I'm actually going to go ahead and refuel. Let's just do that just in case. Let's see, how much do we have? Hour? Yeah, we need more. Ooh, we need more. I'm gonna go with about 2.5 hours and apply. What's up, Anuj? What did you miss? You missed one decent landing and one horrible landing. And we got one more flight, so you're not too late. You could always go back and watch it. Alright, cool. Let's get Simbuddy passengers loaded up and we'll be ready to go. I got the flight plan done.
Simbuddy is connected.
I forgot to turn off Simbuddy. Dang it. Uh-oh, I hope I don't have that issue again. Alright, Owen, I'll see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, the first landing was decent. The second landing was really bad. Like, we pretty much doubled our feet per minute in the second landing. It's funny. I think our first landing we got like 231 feet per minute, which was okay. And our second landing we got 560 something. What's up, Mr. Infinite Flight? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yes, sir. I do have my own channel of Discord. If any of the mods are on right now, if you got one of you guys could go ahead and post that link for them, that'll be greatly appreciated. So we're about ready to go. I'm just waiting for the passengers to load up, and they're done.
All passengers are on board.
And let's go ahead and that's the wrong button, dang it. Thanks guys, Alright, let's get rid of the Navigraph stuff and I'll put myself back on. Cool.
Captain, doors are set to automatic and cross-checked.
Alright, so this time we're flying with the in-flight, like, how do you say, airline people? The airline flight attendants and stuff. That's why you hear a few more voices in the background. So I'm telling all the flight attendants to do their job. Thank you, Wildcat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Starly or somebody's watching in the shadows. They can send that link to you when they get a chance for the Discord. But thank you guys so much on your feedback on the on livery. Again, it was not easy. I definitely appreciate people who make liveries. Like, it takes a lot of patience to do it, and dedication to see your way through the whole process.
Captain, the cabin is secure.
It was really cool being able to have my own livery on there. Alright, so we are ready to go. Flight attendants are taking their seats for takeoff. And landing lights coming on. Strobes are coming on. I think everything else is good. Strobes are on. Takeoff flaps are down. Alright, release the parking brake. Let's go. Alright, this time we'll climb up to, we'll do 5,000 first and then we'll climb back up to, matter of fact, I'm gonna do 12,000. And we'll be cruising at 17,000 be our cruise today. We'll be going very high. See ya, Spicy Raymond. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. We will miss your spicy flavor. Oh, that mountain is just hard for me not to look at. Alright, once we take off, we'll be banking to the left and we'll depart to the east. Thank you, Matt Shauna, for the subscription, and welcome to the Blue Arrow family. We're flying Palm Springs to Las Vegas, so this is not the flight you're looking for. It is too late. We're taking off. And rotate. Gear up. Doomslayer, I'm using the BSS add-on sound pack for the J-Raw and CRJ, so that's why it sounds so boss. Oh, what's up, Doomslayer? Yo, I remember you. Yeah, I remember you from Best Buy. That was like a year ago. That was, I think that was right before I got my new PC, which has been about a year, a little over a year now. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Wow, look at these freaking mountains. I'm going to autopilot so we can look at the views. Speed mode, what we're looking at right now. We are fast. That's okay. Speed, I think the yaw damper should already be on. It is. Oh, it's not. Now it's on. Oh. Oh. Click. Doesn't like something. Yeah, scenery does look great. It's all good, Doomslayer, man. This is good to see you, man. I'm glad you're doing well. I haven't talked to Mr. Woody in a while either. I'm still on his Discord. Now we gotta find out why my autopilot won't engage. Because I would like to enjoy the mountains and get a better view. Turn the sound down too. I turned it up for you guys to hear this takeoff. There we go. Alright, what's going on with you, bud? What's going on with you? Something is keeping me from turning on the autopilot, and I'm not sure what it is. Tando, where we just took off out of Palm Springs and we're headed to Las Vegas. And Doomslayer, what do I think about Train Simulator World? I don't really have a big opinion on it, mainly because I don't really own any train simulators. I forgot which one I got right when I got my PC. I did get a train simulator. I don't know if it was Train Simulator World or which one I got, but I got one of them, and it looked pretty good. It was decent, but it was, I don't know. It didn't keep me around for very long. And so no, I don't have Train Simulator World, so I don't know much about all the DLCs. I feel like, I don't know, I felt like in my, for me it was more interesting to watch other people stream like train simulators. I don't know. But when I did it, I got really bored really quick. I ran out of things to do pretty quick. I was like, you know what? I don't know that I want to like move that over there. Alright, let's change our direct to, because we already passed a couple waypoints. Let's go direct to 29 Palms. And execute. Thank you, man. Yeah, graphics look great, man. They do look good. Look really good. Why isn't autopilot working? We might have to do this by hand too. That's weird. We'll turn the the yaw damper off, and then we'll turn it back on. All right. How about I turn it to black? We'll try this one more time. If not, I'll just do it by hand. It's not a long. Oh, there it is. Look, mom, no hands. Great. Yeah, man, I'm using Ortho 4XP. I'm also using Reshade. So actually, if you look in the description, I have all of the add-ons that I currently use for my sim. So everything you see right now, all these textures are by Ortho 4XP. I have pretty much the majority of California done in Ortho imagery. Actually, I'm sorry, the description on YouTube, not on Twitch. You won't see it on Twitch. I haven't figured out how to get that working the way I want it yet. But on YouTube, in the YouTube description, there is all the links to all the other things. Even the plane that I'm flying is on there. The only thing I'm missing, and I have to keep reminding myself, so that at the end of the stream I can add this to the video that goes up on YouTube later, is the sound pack. I don't have a link to the sound pack. Yes, Ortho 4XP does take a long time to load. Let's check our altitude. Yeah, we're leveling off at 12,000 now. It does take a long time because it's downloading some really massive files, and depending on your internet, it can take longer than others. So for me, my internet's decent. Like, my download speed's pretty darn good, but it still takes a while to download, depending on the size of download you are doing. So if you're trying to do like a really high quality, like freaking 18, 19 as far as zoom level, those are a whole lot bigger files than if you got like 16 or 15. I'm gonna climb up at 285 knots. Is ultra weather worth it? You guys love to ask me that question. Like, is things worth it? I have to be very careful in the way I answer it, because I don't want you to go spend your money on something that ain't actually worth it. But as I always say, is it worth it is all relative to you and what you are expecting, what you're looking for. We're above 10,000 feet. Landing lights are going to come off. Logo lights never really need to be on. We'll turn seatbelt signs off for now. Oh no. Simbuddy is not responding. Okay, there we go. We'll go ahead and do food service. Got some light snacks. And a movie. What was I saying? Ultra weather. So what you're looking at right now, let's talk about that really quick. What you're looking at right now, I am using ultra weather, but I'm using a mixture of things. So you need to understand that ultra weather does not change your weather. Ultra weather changes the look of your weather. Like, it changes how overcast looks. It changes how the cloud textures look. It changes how the atmosphere looks depending on the weather that is being fed through X-Plane. So it's not a weather engine. It's just visual only. All right, which is not a bad thing. Because X-Plane has decent weather. It gives you decent weather, but it could be better. So what I'm actually using in addition to ultra weather is I'm using FS real weather. And what that does is it doesn't do anything visually at all. But what FS real weather does is it gives me METAR data. It gives me weather station data. It gives me real live updates. Look at that mountain. Jeez. It gives me real live updates. So right now it's sending live weather data into my system. Ultra weather is taking that data and showing me what that should look like. So it's clear skies. We have some decent visibility. Matter of fact, it'll tell me what I have right now currently, where we are. The closest weather station says that the wind is 150 at 4 knots. Visibility is 55 kilometers. No precipitation. Temperature is 21 Celsius. Dew point is 8. Pressure is 3004. Scattered at 32,000 feet. So if you look out the window, it is scattered at 32,000 feet. So that's about right. So ultra weather is taking in information and putting its clouds there. That looks so dang good. I'm so distracted right now. I don't even know where we are. We gotta probably start descending or something soon. I don't even know. I'm so distracted. I'm so distracted right now at this view, man. That is gorgeous. What's up, Kill Switch? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, man. You know, show up more often, Doomslayer. Definitely could use your company. Who is that? Thank you, Jason Pilot, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal fam. Autopilot scares me. Last time I used it, it decided to take me straight down. Yeah, we've had that issue before. Let's hope it doesn't happen today. Screening. But yeah, guys, this is a brand new livery that I made earlier today. I should have a link out for a free download for this. I'll probably have to include that in the YouTube description once I post a video. That's gorgeous, man. Look at that. Look at this desert. Like, the ortho even makes the desert look interesting. Usually flying over this area in X-Plane default with textures, I'd be like, eh. Yes, I am a graphic designer. That is my profession. Today actually happens to be a slow day, so that's why I'm streaming. Okay, so let me take a look at. Let's start getting. Let's start being responsible for a little bit. Yeah. Let's be a little responsible. Let's just be. I'm gonna put this thing up. There we go. So we're flying the Quebec something. Quebec 6 arrival. And we're already at, I think we're coming from Jotnu. Great phone call. Hold on. Alright, I am back. Well, I appreciate it, Doomslayer. Alright, cool. Well, hopefully we'll land soon because I do have people on the way home who will probably walk in and bother me. So let's hope we get on the ground before any more distractions happen. Man, this looks so good. Las Vegas is where we're headed to, Chris. I've been low-key taking like screenshots every few seconds. I don't know where our landing lights. Oh, those are our recognition lights. That's what those are. Yes, sir. Vegas is where we're headed. Yep, that's what it was. What other views do I have? Let's see. Oh. Yeah. We got the rotate view. We got whatever this is. There we go. Oh, flyby. Oh, yeah. Having a good time drinking and playing. Doomslayer, what is Simbuddy? I don't know if you've ever heard of FS Economy. I know you said you do some flight simming as well. But Simbuddy basically adds an economy to your sim. So I guess the story with me is I started a new airline called Blue Arrow on the Simbuddy website. You can go to simbuddy.com to check that out. And basically through the website you can make your own airline, or you can join somebody else's airline and do flights for them. Wow, that is freaking beautiful. You can do flights for them and help them make money to earn more money to buy new planes and new airports and things like that. So that's what we're working on now. We kind of starting fresh with this. The CRJ is the only plane we can afford. It costs us about $5 million. Our first airport we bought for our hub is Palm Springs, and that cost us about $500 million. So after that, we were broke. So now this is our first few flights, trying to start getting some income coming in. Over time, we'll get our reputation up if we can get some better landings, and we'll get more passengers and more cargo coming to our airline, so we can make more money. And hopefully we can get some of you guys flying for us as well, so you guys can be flying when I'm not able to fly, so that we can make money quicker and get some better aircraft. The goal is to the next goal is to either get an Airbus A320 or Boeing 737. And it kind of depends on who's flying for me at the time to see what you guys prefer, because I don't really care. I like both. I have the A320 Ultimate and I have the 737 Ultimate. So they're both amazing planes to fly, so I don't really care. Yes sir, Matt Davis, basically it's a VA. So the difference is, though, if you're familiar with FS Economy, is that FS Economy is more geared towards people who love flying general aviation, which we also have an airline with FS Economy called Blue Arrow Charters. And so we have general aviation planes. We have a Cessna Citation, we have a Baron 58, King Air, 2 King Airs actually, Cessna 172s, a bunch of FBOs, a bunch of stuff. We'll talk about that more. I have some FS Economy flights that I'll be posting videos of on YouTube pretty soon. But yeah, we have that. We have a lot going on for like a virtual airline type of a deal, but I don't really call Blue Arrow an official virtual airline. We don't have like logging systems globally, but you know, maybe someday. All right, so what I was looking at while I was on the phone was that our arrival into Las Vegas has us going to CapecT6 arrival. We just passed Zelma. Now we're coming up to Zelma where we need to be. There actually is no altitude restriction there, but at the next waypoint will be Clar. We need to be at 250 knots at 13,000. That's 13,000 feet. Right now we're at 14,000. We were actually trying to climb to 17,000. That didn't work out. That's okay, because we're about to descend anyways. So I'm gonna change my altitude back down. We'll maintain 14,000, and I'm gonna change my altitude to 13,000. It's only 1,000 feet below us now, and we'll just make sure that we're there when we get to the next waypoint. I'll keep that in mind. We'll let him fly any of our planes. That is a thing though, on Simbuddy, you have to be careful. So if anybody who's watching this video at any time in the future or past, whatever, please at least do one flight before you join my airline, because if you crash one of my planes, that plane is gone forever. That happened to me last time. I crashed one of my most important planes and it was gone forever. I was in debt forever. So right now we're good. We're not in debt. We just have a zero balance. Actually, I think we're sitting at like we're at about $26,000 right now we've made in these first few flights. But if we crash a plane, you have to pay the cost of the plane, which will put you in debt, plus the cost that you pay all the families not to sue you. And then the plane is gone forever, and you have to try to fly your way out of that hole. Uh-oh, we got some scenery that's not loading in over here near Grand Canyon. It happens to me every time. I don't even know what scenery it is. Man, look at that. What's up, XP Airborne? Good to see you. Do I have a virtual airline for infinite flight? I do not. Negative. I wouldn't mind having one, but I just things I don't understand right now. So I couldn't do it alone. Wow, this just looks so good. The scenery, man. I never thought I would be this crazy over some desert scenery. Does SimBrief tell you your top percent? Yes, actually it does. It does. You have to look through the law, do the paperwork. It'll tell you your top descent. Cade Stout, good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Next waypoint is Clark. We're 53 miles from there, so we can speed up. What zoom level do I use? I offer flyover. Okay, let me say this first. So this is most likely 16. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure this is all zoom level 16. For like areas that I enjoy to fly over and fly over a lot, I usually say 16. I do zoom levels. Wow, look at the plane climbing. Oh, that's not good.
Flight attendants, please take your seats.
Oh, that's funny. We still had the altitude set to 17,000. No wonder. Okay, in that case. Yeah, now we're at 17,000. Now we need to descend down to 13. I'm going to switch back to speed mode. And we'll descend at a rate of 290. This is not good. We're freaking out the passengers right now. I think we might have hurt some flight attendants. Yeah, I didn't realize when I went throttle up that the plane just went in like a rocket ship. What's up, Coolster? I did not realize that. That would freak you out, right? Alright, so now we're descending down to 13,000. We got 50 something miles to do it, but we should be fine. Thanks for the reminder, Coolster. So, we usually like to do shout outs when possible, and we're gonna do that now. So go ahead into the chat right now if you're watching, and send me an emoji and let me know where you are watching from in the world. Matter of fact, leave me a thumbs up emoji for the delivery, and I will give you a shout out. Let's take that off the screen. I forgot that was up there. Got some high clouds up ahead of us. Doomslayer watching from BC, Canada. Justin watching from Pittsburgh. What's up, man? Kate Stout watching from Kansas City. Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome aboard. Glad you were able to make it. FO Marquise watching from Portugal. Bom dia. Or Bon dia, I think is how you would pronounce it on your side of the world. XP Airborne watching from Dallas, D-Town. What's up? You know, I was just in Dallas last weekend. I just got back on Sunday. Rasmus watching from Sweden. What's up, man? Gonzalo watching from Spain, Montage, Florida. Afnet also watching from Dallas. Dallas is coming in strong today. Chris Plays from Australia. And Guiris64. What's up, man? Good to see you. Guido, Germany. Coolster. Is that Atlanta? Atlam. Gonzalo, Portuguese. Yes, sir. I've been learning Portuguese over the past couple of years, super slowly. So our speed looking like we gotta watch it. I'm so distracted by this livery, I keep messing up. Not only the livery, but the scenery that's being surrounded by this livery is just gorgeous. I'm pretty sure this is the most interesting way to do this. Like if you were to drive from Palm Springs to Las Vegas, it may not be as interesting. I am from Houston, Texas, streaming live from Houston, Texas. There's a good amount of people watching on YouTube. Uh-oh, we got somebody watching from East Coast, Florida. That's Zachary. And Tick Pro from the UK. Thank you guys for supporting. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Look, I think it's gonna rain here in Houston. Maybe today, maybe later today. Alright, there's 13,000. We're leveling off. Don't you start barking. Uh-oh, I might have to mute myself. Why is it tripping now? Oh, speed. Okay, chill out. My face, they said. Oh my god. It's so funny. The passenger said my face. My face. Gonzalo, that is a negative. Yeah, I turned the webcam off because I have to look out the window. Somebody did just get here, so I'm trying to beware because my dog will probably start barking soon. As soon as he hears the doorbell ring. I think we have some more guys coming. A different set of guys this time. Coming to, I think they're doing the gutters or something like that. I may have to jump downstairs and let them... I'm not in. They don't have to come inside. I don't really know what they need to do. Don't really know what they need from me. But I know as soon as my dog hears them make any noise, he's gonna start barking. That is one thing I can count on. HiFlyer, what's up, man? So today we've been on a venture. This is our third and final flight. We took off in Palm Springs and we flew to Ontario. From Ontario, we continued back to Palm Springs, and then now we're headed to Las Vegas, and we're almost there. Just over the mountains. Can't see it yet, but we're getting close. And we are about 15 miles from Claris. I'm having trouble right now maintaining speed. I'm just... Mainly because I'm looking everywhere. Like I'm looking at the left window, I'm looking at the right window a few seconds later, then I'm in the exterior view. And so I'm not really paying attention to this screen. There's no auto throttle in the CRJ, so either I'm going too fast or I'm going too slow. No, autopilot's engaged. We have autopilot on. Autopilot's controlling everything except for my speed. So it's holding the altitude at 13,000 feet. It's flying the flight plan as filed. It's just not holding the speed. So I have to get my throttle at a setting where it'll hold whatever speed that I want, which doesn't really. Right now, I kind of want to go faster. Right now, we're going too slow. We're going 240 knots, and we're above 13,000 feet. So there's no reason to go that slow at this moment. We need to be at 250 crossing Claris. I might not even pay attention to that restriction. We may just continue going quickly so that we can get today's stream over with. What's up, Thomas R? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. I just saw your comment. And technically, I'm not too low. No, we're not hitting anything. My Simbuddy Part 1 video. Yeah, that was my other airline that I started a while back. It still exists. I have another airline called Blue Arrow Global. My original Simbuddy airline, where I have like 3 or 4 hubs. I have San Francisco, Boston, and Amsterdam. We have a ton of planes. The main issue was, and I mentioned this in the beginning of the stream, but for you guys who just joined us, the main issue was if you use Simbuddy and you decide to create your own airline using the custom virtual airline feature, it's great. I actually do love it. You can do pretty much anything you want to do. The problem is the settings that you do only matter for the people in your airline, so like your pilots, that's it, and you. But so like Simbuddy has its own leaderboards where it shows who made the most money of the month, what airline has made the most money of the month. And when you have a custom virtual airline, you can't compete in those leaderboards because it's technically not fair, because you are creating your own economy using the custom virtual airline feature. Because you can set your own prices, you can set your own cost, you can create loans for yourself and give yourself money. So it makes sense that you can't be on the leaderboard. It definitely makes sense. So what I did was like, you know what, I want to be able to be on the leaderboards. I want to be able to have my airline on the leaderboards, and I want to be able to have my pilots who fly for my airline to be on the leaderboards. So I decided to start over and make a new virtual airline with Simbuddy using one of their templates. So the way you get on the leaderboards, you use one of the Simbuddy templates. They have a few different ones. They have regional ones, they have airliner ones, they have light aircraft ones, and they have what else do they have? They have and they're judged by hard, medium, and easy. So like the easy one gives you like an infinite amount of money, which is no fun. You can get everything you want, and what's the point? The hard one gives you a little bit of money and says, all right, good luck. And then the medium one gives you an okay amount of money, and basically the medium one, which is the one we're starting with now, gives you enough money for one medium-sized hub and one regional aircraft. Basically the CRJ is all you can really afford, unless you get a King Air, which doesn't make any sense. So that's what we did. I bought one hub, which was Palm Springs, for $500 million, and then I bought the CRJ for $5 million. So when you get the medium template, it gives you $505 million. I believe the hard template gives you $250 million, which is only enough for a small hub and like a super, like a freaking Baron 58 or something like that. So I might mute myself. I think he does start barking. Yeah, dude's just sitting outside right now. I don't know what he's doing. He doesn't want to go the bell or anything. Good evening, Infinite Flight Guy. I got my hand on the button for for the mute, just in case. Yes, Harry, the CRJ is the only plane I currently have for the airline right now until we can make enough money to buy another plane. Technically, we could have two, but I don't want to have two CRJs because once we get like 737s and A320s and all that stuff, we're probably not really going to fly the CRJs anymore, at least in my experience. Once you get the bigger, better planes, people don't really fly the little ones anymore. So the goal is the next plane we want to get is either a 737 or an A320, which is going to cost us about $25 million. Right now, our balance is zero. So we got a long way to go. But I think with CRJ, we can make a lot of money with cargo because it can fit about 6,000 kilograms of cargo and about 50 passengers. So as we get better reputation, more passengers will show up at the terminals, and we'll start making a bit more money a bit quicker. We've already passed Claris, coming up to Capec, where we need to be at 13,000. I'm gonna stay at this speed because we still have a ways to go. We still got to fly like a whole like left downwind leg and everything, so I'm not really worried too much about our speed, and we're flying offline, so I'm not gonna worry about speed restrictions. I'll just worry about the altitude restrictions. So we're good at 13,000 feet. Actually, we're already good on speed. I want to probably go like 290. That's all right. I feel like we're like freaking creeping right now, man. I want to go a little bit faster so we can get there a bit quicker. Can you sell the planes you buy for money, or do you keep them? You can sell them. You don't sell them to anybody. Unlike FS Economy, you can't sell them to other players. That would be nice. But you can sell it back to the bank, and they'll give you what it's worth, which is a pretty good price. I don't think they depreciate too much in Simbuddy. So, so for example, if we get pretty close to buying a 737, I could always basically sell my CRJ for was it $5 million, and then buy a like if we make $20 million, I could sell the CRJ for $5 million and then have $25 million, buy a 737, which will get us which will have us making money a lot quicker, because we can make a lot more money with the 737 because it has more seats and more cargo space. Weather's updating. So yes, you can buy and sell planes. You can also, I just figured this out today, you can also sell FBOs. So later on, if we want a different FBO, we could always sell the Palm Springs FBO, or sorry, hub, and buy a new one. Trorvin, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family, my friend. Yeah, we could always sell it and relocate the airline to somewhere else, but I think we would still have to fly the planes to the new location. Considering any future hubs, yeah, for sure. We're pretty far from deciding that because we don't have any money, and hubs are pretty expensive. So haven't really been thinking about it yet, but there's plenty of places that I would love to do. Probably go up in the Seattle, Washington area, or East Coast of the United States. Those are all options for me for hubs. But I stay pretty busy with flying. by doing virtual airline type economy type stuff. Because I also have an airline on, or a group on FS Economy, and we have about, I don't know, we have over 10 FBOs, and so we have a lot going on there as well. If you look off in the distance, you can kind of see the Las Vegas Strip, and there's Las Vegas International. Do you want the Discord for Blue Arrow or the Discord for Blue Games? Blue Games is my YouTube channel's official Discord, and then Blue Arrow is for the like Simbuddy and FS Economy pilots only. Alright, we're getting close. Let's go ahead and start losing some speed and start descending. We need to be at, let's go down to 8,000 and 250 knots. We'll use speed mode, I guess. And we'll set it to 250 knots. And we'll go idle power. And it should start descending. We gotta be Lake Superior out there. No, not Lake Superior. What the heck am I talking about? What the heck is the name of that lake? I can't remember. The one by the Hoover Dam. And Geo, we're about to land pretty soon. Let me see if I can post the link to the Discord while I'm thinking about it. I'll put both of them. They'll probably expire. I'll post it into the Twitch YouTube chat. Man, beautiful day over here, man. I have a video, I haven't posted it yet. It's gonna be on Instagram probably in the next day or two. I was flying the TBM, whatever number it is. The TBM, that's all that matters. I was flying the TBM. It was an early morning flight out of Las Vegas. I was flying over to Modesto, one of our FS Economy flights. And the spoiler is on. And there is Las Vegas. And you see those signs back on. And here comes 8,000 feet. And we'll hold 8,000 and we'll get our speed down to 210 knots. Oh my god. Scared the heck out. If he doesn't shut up, I'm gonna lock him out. I muted myself for a reason. If you want to hear dogs barking in background, I knew I was muted. Alright, so I think let's see, nav 1, is that correct? Yeah, nav 1 needs to be set to 1115. Do it to the other one too, just in case for backup. I like how Captain Dylan says, "Don't screw this up." I'll try. I can't make any promises. We are on a left downwind though. What up, Cole Carey? Happy birthday, man. Okay, whoever that guy came who did whatever he did, he's gone. So, I guess whatever it was he needed to do was not inside. Yeah, let's try not to remember the bounce. Let's remember how not to bounce. That's what we need to do today. Alright, we'll tell the flight attendants to prepare for landing. Cold Carry, I wish I could do special requests for people's birthdays, but that's something that I am not able to do. If I did, I'd be doing special requests every single stream. I'm pretty sure everybody's somebody's birthday. That texturing is a little like, I think that's just two different imagery sources right there or something. I like the names of the waypoints. We got poker, we got chips. That was pretty funny. That dude. Alright, so for CRS, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'll put that in a second. We'll maintain 8,000 for now. We're looking at 8,000 at Prino, which is over there. So we'll maintain 8,000 as we make our turn. This is part of the arrival. It actually has us flying way out here. I mean, technically, since there's no ATC, we could just make that left turn, which I might just go ahead and do and expedite this process here. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's make a left turn, 9-degree turn. Switch to heading mode. Over the Hoover Dam right there. Oh, that's cool. We're also not very far from one of our FS Economy FBOs. It's called AZ50 Triangle Airpark. Small little aviation community who have their own little airport, like a trailer park type of deal. I'm actually working on new scenery for that. I'm almost done with it. Alright, we've deviated from the flight plan. We're going to pre-no. I'm going to go ahead and activate that leg. Actually, I'm going to go direct to pre-no. Hit execute. And back to nav mode. Yeah, it should turn us to the left. After pre-no, we'll be descending down to 6,500 over layer. Look at that crosswind. I'm also gonna go ahead and activate approach mode. I know we're pretty far out, but I think I just want to see if we can lock onto a localizer out here. I'd rather do it early and find out that it's not working than do it late and then find out that it's not working. There's the airport right there. Let's go ahead and match our CRS to the correct heading, which is going to be 259. If it will let me. No, I can't change it because I'm in nav mode right now. That's okay. How much did my PC cost me? A lot. Enough, as one of my friends would usually say. Honestly, more than I ever thought I'd pay for a PC. More than I wanted to pay for a PC. Alright, we're looking at 26 left is what we're expecting. What's up, Alex Pete? Good to see you, man. Getting ready to land. I've streamed flights to Las Vegas before, and I usually have some pretty horrible landings, but I gotta redeem myself today.
Flight attendants. Seats for landing.
Alright, flight attendants are in their seats for landing. Landing lights coming back on. Seatbelt signs coming back on. Everything else looks good. The Kraken, what's up, man? Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh wow, we're high already. Look at that, it already freaking missed the glide slope. Good job. Good job, CRJ. Alright, we're gonna fly it in from here. Screw it. Let me get comfortable. Autopilot disengage. It's not a secret. My real name is Caleb. Alright, I have visual of the airport. We are currently high above the glide slope. I remember the first time I tried to fly to Las Vegas. I ran out of fuel as well, like on final, and I came up short. It was horrible. Look at that view. Oh, you know why? Yeah, I know why. I know why I didn't get the glide slope, because I was not on the right source. I need to be on nav 1. Duh. These are things that we should know. 259 is our CRS. Let's go ahead and set that. Let's see if we can recatch it. We don't need to catch it. It's a clear day. We can land it. Matter of fact, we will land it, but I just want to make sure that I know how, at least, to do it. 259. We got the correct thing plugged in. We're 10 miles out. Yeah, we're good. We're still above the glide slope. Expecting to have a little bit of gust here in Las Vegas. I saw on the METARs a bit of gust, so we might get some gust. That's crazy, Kraken. Yeah, man, I've had that issue a lot when flying private jets on FS economy, because the fuel thing is all messed up for some reason. Especially in the Challenger. And I've been doing some maybe like a 500 mile flight in the Challenger, and you put just enough fuel so that you can fit all of the weight in it, and then you have to make stopovers. But a lot of times you're like, I don't want to stop over. That's gonna add an extra hour to my flight, and so you just push it. And so with me trying to push those long flights, having minimum fuel and max cargo, it comes back to bite you in the butt sometimes. Let's go gear down. Yeah, we're getting, you can see, we're getting a little bit of gust. Good to know, Cracker. Another set of flaps in. Alright, let's make this landing better. Let's make this one count. This is our last landing of the day. Our last stop of the day. Thank you guys for flying with us. I hope you enjoyed everything so far. I hope you still love me no matter what my landing will be. Hope you guys still love me, whether we live or die. Alright. Let's get stable. I will use as much runway as I need. We floated it. We floated it. Freaking floated it. I'm pissed. I'm so pissed. I am so upset. It was looking good and then we floated it and bounced. We bounced and then floated it. You know what comes after the bounce? The float. The passengers didn't like it either. It's so weird that the reversals come out automatically on this plane. Alright, manual braking. Let's see if we can get the next exit. I'm really upset. I'm not lying. I'm upset how bad that was. Not happy about that. The pressure was on. Alright, well guys, we did make it safely though. We didn't die. But did you die? What's crazy is that we got, it logged us at 141 feet per minute, which is actually a pretty smooth landing. But we bounced and then floated. So it's kind of like, I thought I had a good landing, but I was wrong. It also kind of messed up my Simbuddy stuff because it thinks I took off again because we bounced. That was probably a bigger bounce than our last landing because we floated for a while. Like, it was almost like we were taking off again. So what I might do is I might cancel Simbuddy and then just refly this later on. I think it because we bounced, because like Simbuddy doesn't like touch and goes, so you couldn't do a touch and go if you were using Simbuddy because it wouldn't log your flight correctly. But anyways, I enjoyed the flight either way, whether it was a hard landing or not. I enjoyed the journey in between landings, and I enjoyed you guys' company as always. I don't know where Blue Arrow would park. I see Southwest. I see Delta, but I don't know where Blue Arrow should park. So we're just gonna park with Southwest. And then we'll watch the replay and we'll get out of here. We've already gone longer than I was expecting. And I still got some work and stuff I need to do today. Broke his tailbone. And that skyline in the background looks so legit. Yeah, this is the default Las Vegas as well. I probably should like actually get a some new scenery for this place. Like maybe I'll use. I don't know if there's a. I think there's some freeware scenery for Las Vegas. I need to check it out. I know there's some pretty good payware scenery for Vegas, but I don't have it. Does this guy's arms move? No, they don't. Alright. And that's far enough. Park and brake on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Strobe lights off.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Those seat backs and tray tables in their full upright and locked position, and all carry-on items completely stowed until we arrive at the gate. When
The payware is no longer being sold? Alright. Why is that though?
Items may have shifted during flight and could fall out. You can go ahead and use your cell phone to make Flight attendants, you can resume your duties. Do not stand up or remove any carry-on items to obtain your cell phone. If any of you are making a connection here, just proceed into the terminal and check the monitor for your connecting flight and gate.
You know, yeah, I'm gonna cancel Simbuddy because I don't think it knows what's actually going on. It doesn't know what's going on. Alright, let's watch replay. Oh, that went way back. I don't even want to look. I really don't. I want to forget this landing for forever. I just have a really bad look at Las Vegas for some reason. I want to forget this ever happened. We'll do. We usually do the fly-in view. I feel like the plane was stable up until like, okay, not stable, but like, I'm trying to find stability all in this area. Like I'm okay, but it got worse as we got lower. And let's see the view. Man, it seriously was okay if we just hadn't bounced. Look at us like hydroplane all over the. Like if you look at the initial landing, like it didn't look like it was that hard, to be honest. As far as it was 100 and whatever feet, it really wasn't that hard. It was after that. Look at that. Look at how long we bounced. Bounce that. Bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, bounce it. Uh-oh, I think it's about to crash. Okay, no, it's not. I don't have a belly view for some reason. I'm gonna make one. No, we do not. I'll take this view. I'm gonna manipulate it using X camera. And we will create ourselves a view real quick. That works for me. I don't think I'm streaming tomorrow. But I didn't think I was gonna be streaming today either, so I don't know. I don't know the future anymore. I think that's why right there I keep coming down on like one side or the other, and that's what really, the plane really does not like that. Alright, one more view guys, and I gotta get out of here. Watch from the wing view, from the cringe view. So I'm gonna call this view from now on the cringe view. Oh, and let it go. But guys, again, thank you so much. Thank you all the new subscribers. Thank you for the regulars. Thank you for all my people who are always here. I think I should appreciate you guys the most because you always come back. Don't know why you watch me do horrible landings, but you do. So thank you guys again. I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow. I don't know. I have no idea. Hopefully I can. I would love to if I can. If I can't, then I won't. But definitely check me out on Instagram and all that stuff. You can see more videos that I post and pictures for my adventures when I'm not streaming. That's so cool. Look at that shadow. I can imagine being in the plane. Like whenever I watch the wing view, it gives me like that. Like I really feel like I'm in the plane. You know what I'm saying? And so what's funny about this landing is that you're like, I'm pretty sure everybody who's watching this video, most of you guys have been on an actual plane before, like an airliner. So you know, like when you're looking out the windows and you're like holding your breath, waiting for the wheels to touch down. Like you know you're about to touch down, you can hear the engines on like throttling or idling. And you're like, all right, here it comes. It's gonna be soft, it's gonna be hard. You're like bracing, you're holding onto your seat, all that stuff, and then here it comes. We'll walk through it. We're landing. You look out the window. You're sitting up straight. You got your seatbelt on. You're like, here it comes. Here it comes. Ooh. Oh. Nope. Never mind. Not landing. Touch and go. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, you expect the plane to touch, and then you're done, and then you get the reversers, and then you just like jerk to the front of the plane. But like here, it's like we touched. It was like, oh, just a touch, just a tip. All right. Anyways, I've said too much. We already did shoutouts earlier, so I don't have time to do shoutouts again. But thank you guys as always, though, you know, for joining and all that good stuff. Definitely, greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We did 3 legs today. We were busy putting in work for Blue Arrow. Hope you guys enjoy the new livery. I will by the time this video goes live, like it goes public after the stream is over, I'm gonna have a link. So if you want the livery, you need to either join my Blue Arrow Discord, which it'll be there. That's where all my liveries and scenery is, or you can just come back to this video after it's public, and I'll have a link in the description for that and everything else that I use in this video for my add-ons. So like I said, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Thank you guys for the donations. Thank you guys for a subscription. Thank you guys for just watching in general. I hope again I'll be able to stream tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to stream Friday. I don't know. I have family in town, and I'll be spending a lot of time with them. So but Remember, you got 3 choices: give up, give in, or give it all you got. Make sure you join Blue Arrow, either on Simbuddy or FS Economy, as Blue Arrow or Blue Arrow Charters on FS Economy. We got a lot going on. We got a great little community going on and some amazing, pretty cool freaking pilots. We do a lot of flying on VATSIM and on Pilot Edge. So anyway, see you guys next time. Peace, love, and God bless you.